Howdy folks, this is Joe at the Grace Center here. It may look like I'm camping, but actually I'm not. We're just in the back 40, so to speak. So we're going to work on some weights today, okay? But first we have shout outs for Andy, Rita, and Zandra. Miss you all so much. I really hope we can get back to our normal, as it were, the new normal. So we'll start with some weights here. If you have weights, that's great. If you have a dowel, that's fine. Just do what you can. Even if you don't have weights, you're still moving your arms. You're still helping your circulation. So I have some water here, so I might take some breaks for water, and I would suggest you do the same. And every time I take a break, be sure to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. That's going to help a lot. So we'll start with some shoulder rolls, and we don't even have to start with weights yet. Just to start out, we're going to roll our shoulders backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I should also express that, yes, we do have masks, but my camera woman is well above 6 feet, so we're staying safe. And this is just so that you can hear me a little better. So we'll start with some shrugs. Now we can take our weights. I'm not using a lot of weight because this is very early and I don't want to tire myself out just yet. This is more of a warm-up anyway. So we're going to start with some shrugs. We're going to hang our weights down at our sides pretty low. Just going to shrug those shoulders, I don't know. 1, 2, 3. Is it going to rain today? I don't know. 5, hope not. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. On the other hand, I do have grass allergies, so the rain does help me. It's, you know, you take what you can get, I guess. So you don't have to have the weights on your knees, but if you want the extra exercise, if you feel like you can take it, take your weights, put them on your legs, and roll them close to your knees, not too far. And we're going to square our back up, and we're just going to raise our legs by getting onto our tippy toes. You can't see too well, but just get up on those tippy toes. You're working your calves here. That's good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Work those hammies. Work those calves. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I'm going a little fast, I'll slow down just a little bit, but you can catch up now while I get some water here. Those of you who are still with me, you can take a breath now, take a nice deep inhale through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, so we did that one. Now again, those of you who maybe want to keep this pace, maybe just try one weight on your right knee, or no weights at all, that's fine. And if you want an extra challenge, you can have both weights on your right knee. It's the same spot. And we're just going to lift up that right leg. Ooh, lift it up. 1. It's going to be working our hip. So if you feel sore in your hip, stop, take a break, take some weight off that leg. We're just working this hip by raising our leg. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm starting to feel it, so by example, I'm just going to use one weight on the other side. You can use no weights, just 1 or even 2. I'm just going to use the 1. You're going to place this weight on your left knee, and you're going to raise that left leg as high as you're comfortable and as slow as you can comfortably, because slower exercise is more beneficial than a faster exercise. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can't see, but Tara's behind the camera and she's wearing Adidas flip-flops, sandals maybe. They're amazing. I didn't realize that they made those. Truly a diverse brand. Okay, I'm gonna just take a break here to breathe. Nice inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Feel free to do that a couple more times. It's good to stay hydrated. We're not sponsored by Pepsi. That's just a cup. So we did our knee lifts. We'll do a shoulder row. Those of you who need to take a break, feel free to pause the video. That's totally understandable. Those of you who are ready, we're going to do some shoulder rows. And for those of you who remember, we're going to take our weights, place them in front of us about shoulder height, maybe a foot away, and we're going to make circles going forward. If you think of wheels spinning, we're going forward. Feel free to rest here and keep going. 2, 3, 4, really feel in the shoulders. 5, halfway. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, took a break there. I'm sure glad I'm using 5-pound weights. I mean, I could do 10, but this is too early for that. Then again, if I did it at the end of the day, probably pass out. So, we did our shoulder rows, working our shoulders. If you feel like you can do it again, we're going to do that again. But we're going to go backwards. So we'll start about shoulder height, and we're going to be going backwards. 1, 2. Anytime we're going down like this, try not to have gravity do the work. We're going to be wanting to do the work for our own selves. 3, no, 5.
Oh.
Bless you. 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10. Good. Yeah, anytime we're exercising, anytime we say go down, if we go down, try not to just drop it, because that you're not really getting anything out of that. And it's also kind of dangerous because that's pretty fast. So always try to control the fall of your weight by using your muscles, and you'll get more out of your exercise. So we did our shoulder rows. This one can be hard, but I'm going to do the easier one. I'll show you the harder one, and those of you who want to do that one can do that one. So we're going to start with a bicep curl by going up on our right hand. We're going to start by going up to our shoulder, and those of you who want to will push and twist all the way to the sky and come back down to your shoulder, and of course reset. I'll go slow so those of you who want to do that can do that. We're going to raise that up to our shoulder, and we'll go back down. That'll be 1. Try to go down slowly. Up to the shoulder and down. 2, 3. Kind of go at your own pace. If I'm going a little slow, that's alright. 4. That's the beauty of having a video. And 5. We're halfway there. Try to slow it down when you're coming down. 6, 7. It's really nice out. Oh my gosh. 8, 9. One more. And 10. Good. Okay. Rest that weight on your knee there. If you need to take a break, that's totally fine. I'm going to do this left arm, and then I'm going to have some water. So I'll go slow again. Left arm, raising up. Your palm should be facing you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, halfway, 6, 7, oh, 7, too fast, 8, 9, and I was rushing that one a little bit. 10, that's okay. I was clearly going very fast on the left side. Feel free to pause and catch up with me there. That's okay. And take some water, take some breathing exercise. In through your nose, out through your mouth. I should really be covering up that logo. I don't think we're supposed to have logos on our shirts, but I don't know about cups. So, ooh, this one's kind of tough. This one really works your shoulders. So if your shoulder is sore, maybe skip this one, or don't use weights if your shoulder is sore, because this one's very hard on the shoulder. You'll feel it in your shoulder blade even. So we're going to start with the right hand. Take your weight. We're going to start at your side, and we're going to lift it up and cross over to your left shoulder diagonally, and come back down. Try not to swing the weight down. Let your muscles do the work. Up, down. That's 1, 2. Try to skip over that knee, because I've made the mistake of hitting my knee on the way down. 4, 5, and try to keep that back straight. 6, as with any heavy lifting, you don't want to bend your back, you want to bend your knees. 7, 8, 9, and 10. I've had some lower back pain in my life. Luckily not that much, but it's not fun. Alright, so we're going to start with the left side now. Lift up that arm, cross over, and down. They need to check their brakes. Sounds like they're... Ooh, sounds pretty rough. 2. That's how my shoulder sounds in the morning. 3, 4. I'm feeling it in the shoulder blade. I'm gonna change the angle. Oh, that feels better. 5, halfway. If something feels off, just take a break. I just changed my position a little bit, and that helped it. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Oof, feels good. Loosen up those shoulders. Alright, let's take a nice deep breath here. In through the nose, out through the mouth. I promise this isn't a fashionable scarf or anything. This is, what are they called? Neck gaiters? Yeah, just like that. This one, Chase, my coworker, gave me, and it's like a galaxy pattern. It's really cool. Okay, so we did that one. We can do gorilla. So you don't actually have to sound like a gorilla for this one. You can. It's just, you know. You can. You'll see once we do it. You'll see. So we're gonna hang the weights down at the side. When you're ready, we're gonna lift them up to the shoulder, just like this, and we're gonna press them together. Not too fast. We're not gonna punch our knuckles. And back out and down. That was just the example. We'll start here. Up, together, to the side. That's 1. Just like this. Nice and slow. Nice and controlled. 2. Together, out. 3. Up, together, out. 4. Up, together, out, halfway, up, another. You can hear the birds, oh my gosh, it's so nice. 6. It almost feels like we're camping, if you ignore the cars. 7. 8. 1 more. And that's 10. Good, okay. I believe we have 2 more exercises, so we're almost done. Nice deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Alright. So we're going to do a chest press, and this one's pretty difficult, especially on the shoulder, and maybe even so the back. So if your shoulder or back are hurting, then maybe take a break, or maybe don't use weights. We're going to take our right hand and we're going to have it up to the shoulder here, and like a very slow punch, we're going to be pressing it out in front of us. And try to keep that arm straight, but in front of you, and come back, out, in. That's 1, 2. You remember Rocky? 3. Something like, it's not about how hard you can hit, it's about how hard you can get hit and keep going, something like that. There's a message there that I'm missing. Let's call that 4. Going too fast anyway. Something like don't give up, I don't know. We need some really motivational music back here. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. The only good music for a workout is copyrighted, which is, it's a shame. You need to write your own songs. Okay, have it up to your shoulder. We're on the left side now. If you have to take a break, that's perfectly fine. Keep an eye on your shoulder and your back if those are hurting. Up to the shoulder, we're going to push out. Try to keep that arm straight. We're going to be going in front of us. And back to the shoulder. Starting out. 1, that was my elbow. And 2. 3. 4. Keep that arm straight, Joe. 5. To lead by example here. 6. Those of you who know me, I'm not the most professional guy. 7. 8. 9. And 10. I was going a little fast there. If you have to catch up, that's fine. Put me in a suit, then I'll be professional. But I don't know if it's this what is this, 3/4 sleeve? I don't know if that's what's doing it, but it's not very professional. Maybe the shorter my sleeves, the less professional I am. Maybe. I like that theory because I do like tank tops. Not professional in a tank top. Okay, so this one's pretty difficult. This one includes the lower back and the shoulders. So if you have to stop early, that's fine. I'm going to take another sip of water here. Take a deep breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Do that a couple times. Alright. So this is the forward bend row. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our weights out about shoulder height. And this one is really easy to start swinging like a pendulum. But try not to have gravity do the work here. Try to slow that descent. So we're going to be leaning forward while pushing the weights behind us, and be mindful of your surroundings here. And we're going to reset by straightening our back and pulling the weights back to the shoulder position. So we'll start here, leaning forward, and try to lock that arm a little bit. Maybe not, that's a bad idea, don't lock it. Okay, that's 1. Swing back. Come to 2. Bad terminology, don't swing. Nice and slow, you want to control it. 3. Alright. 4. I'm trying to resist it. I really want to swing them around, but can't do that. 5. Try to gradually have them back there and come back at 6. I need another word other than swing. I need a synonym for swing. 7. But we don't want to swing the weights around. That's dangerous and not helpful. 7. 8. Feeling the shoulders. Oh, 9. That's good. And 10. Ooh, my left shoulder is making some noise. Well, anyway, I'll have to keep an eye on that one. So, hopefully no one hurt themselves and no one pulled anything, and had a good workout, hopefully. I'll see you next time here at the Grace Center, and hopefully we get to open soon and see you all. Take care.